The dead will walk the earth.
We are down to the line, folks. We are down to the line.
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn, they were still looking for funders even while we were shooting. Even though it was supposed to be half Italian money, half domestic money. I think most of it was during the shoot was Italian money.
Dario Argento called him up and said, George, I've got a few dollars. Do you want to do a movie together? And George said to Dario, well, as a matter of fact, I have a couple of good new ideas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he came. I think we were up on a scaffolding. He came around, and then he took some pictures with Mike and George and Richard. I mean, I'm just assistant now with me. So, and then he disappeared. So then later in the evening, because he was there like 45 minutes and then disappeared. And we were setting up somewhere else in the mall later, and Richard came by, and so Mike said, hey Richard, what did Dario think? He says, oh, he was impressed. He goes, oh, 3 setups, 45 minutes, oh. Because in Italy, they'll spend hours just on one shot. So he said, oh, he felt fine, his money is being well done, and then he left the next day.
I started on Dawn a week later than the filming shot, because I shot a weekend earlier at the mall with some wild shots picking up zombies walking around. And I show up and I go into the room and there's like hundreds of people. And it was just such a shock to me from Martin for this such contained, closed group. And you had, all these people doing props, doing makeup, all these extra zombies that were
So we only have like...
I was like in a panic at that moment.
This is the largest budget that George has had to work with in terms of production. And I think that he's got enough money here to do what he wants to do.
Looks like a shopping center, one of those big indoor malls.
What did he do?
They knew the developers, I think, and that's how they got permission to shoot there. Of course, they didn't tell them about the motorcycles. It was just an amazing location to be in, because at that time, we were really moving into a consumer culture.
The idea of the mall itself, the moment we see it, the moment we come in and see what it is, I think it's going to become obvious in terms of what we're saying about the false security of, consumer society.
That's a great metaphor.
Take a look at Dawn of the Dead, and look at the amount of talent of people that worked on that film. I mean, of course, there's me, but then you have my brother who's running around, playing a bicycle raider, who went on to edit Georgia stuff, edit for Al Pacino, edited for Michael Mann.
Dead, seminal film, big film, changed monsters. Monsters used to be big, hairy things. Now they were your neighbors.